Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we'll be watching a video from the Internet Historian. This one's called Brad's Wife. I don't know. I got nothing. Let's just watch it. Oh, geez. Let's get started.
February 27th, 2017. A woman comes home to deliver her husband some bad news.
I like how it's just random, like, stock photo of stuff with an empty house. Because there's no way there wouldn't be furniture here.
She has been fired from her job at Cracker Barrel. They gave no notice. They gave no reason. The husband, Brad, embraces her. A tear rolls down her cheek. Brad's hands tighten into fists. 11 years of service.
Remember that guy that worked at Burger King for like 30 years, never missed a day, never called in sick, which, by the way, is probably bad, considering he was probably handling food while sick at least once a year. Anyway, but remember him? He got a bag of he got like basically a Happy Meal, a pen, and like a $5 gift card. Maybe it was like a $50 gift card for effectively 40 years of service. It's cool though. GoFundMe came through and basically bought him a house. But still, that's garbage.
He whispers under his breath. Nanette, fetch me the computer. To say I'm pissed off would be an understatement. After 11 years of service, those low...
Okay, are these guys going to get sued for a bad review? I like how that's a thing now. That's just terrible. The fact that companies are like, you know what? Let's just sue them.
Life's a Cracker Barrel, let my wife go. I would really like to know why. And those of you who know me these days know that I will find out. In the meantime, if any of you would also like to know, please go to their Facebook page and ask them. This old boy is storming. And send. That'll do it. With that, he put his arm around Nanette, and they fell asleep together on the couch.
It just sounds like one of those bad review things.
It's Brad's birthday. Hey, Nanette, has there been any word back yet on why you're fired? This old boy is still storming. She shook her head. Outrageous. Nanette, fetch me the computer again.
This is so different than the normal Internet Historian video.
I'm going to make another Facebook post. Today is my birthday. Why did you fire my wife? Now we wait. Don't forget your cake. Brad squinted his eyes, made a wish.
Did they just ignore him the whole time? I mean, I guess it's a post versus like a review. I mean, if you think about it, it was 2017, was it? Yeah, 2017. Now, Cracker Barrel, even with how old of a company that place is, they should have been somewhat up to date on using social media. Even if it was Facebook versus, like, I don't know, Yelp or Twitter. Oh, God. Cracker Barrel on Twitter.
He put his arm around Nanette, and again, they fell asleep together on the couch. But that night, as they dreamed, something special happened. A miracle of sorts. People started joining in. People saw the post, then semi-sarcastically also began demanding.
Okay, so this became a giant, like, meme thing. I swear, if 4chan gets involved in this mess, I feel bad for Cracker Barrel. And to be fair, their food's been horrible over the last few years.
Answers.
Don't sue me, Cracker Barrel.
Then
Just
more
an opinion.
joined in. Then more.
You monsters fired Brad's wife.
Justice for Brad's wife. 11 years. Release
Is
Brad's
this person
wife.
even real?
The template of the joke was simple and spreadable. Promoting desserts, are we? Brad's wife used to love desserts.
Wow.
New item on the menu, Brad's wife would have made it twice as good. Today we remember 9/11. Brad's wife used to love 9. It spread from their Facebook.
I bet you this drove the media department of Cracker Barrel insane.
To their Twitter, to their Instagram,
Okay, so
to
they did
all
have a
of their
Twitter.
social
I didn't know they
media
had all the other
platforms.
stuff.
But this wasn't your usual
Oh,
raid
okay.
by 4chan. This was something different.
Okay, I was like, yeah, I figures 4chan's involved. 4chan isn't involved, at least not directly. I'm sure a lot of the people on 4chan were doing this and just not claiming it.
An army of mostly boomers putting cracker over the barrel. It was the mums and dads of Middle America leading the charge. And Brad was there as the standard bearer. He embraced the meme. "Why did you fire my wife?" he repeated. "Please share."
Like other saltine
demanded.
crackers on the ground.
Soon there was nothing that Cracker Barrel could post that wouldn't immediately be turned into a discussion about the plight of poor Nanette. As always, a petition is started and goes nowhere.
Yep.
And once that failed, the call...
How many petitions have actually, like on change.org, how many of those have actually succeeded? At least internet petitions. I'm not talking about like real petitions that matter.
started rolling in.
Hi, I have a quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Why did you guys fire Brad's wife?
So, I guess what I'm
phone was
asking
way
is if
broke.
you would just go ahead and hire her back, and then we can just pretend like this whole thing didn't happen.
I hope these people are at least using voice VoIP phones and VPNs or something. Maybe Cracker Barrel isn't that good at tracking things.
And what's a good harassment campaign without a soundtrack?
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
If you wanna.
How many people made songs? Holy crap. Okay.
But this was just the beginning. Other companies saw this
Okay.
meme and decided to add fuel to the fire.
Of course, Wendy's did. Wendy's adds fuel to every fire. Their Twitter campaigns are insane. Have you seen what they did to Burger King and KFC?
On social media, they were posting about Brad's wife.
Chick-fil-A
In
did.
IRL, they were putting up signs promoting Brad's wife. And that
Problem with these signs is I wonder how many of them were just photoshopped.
prompted the news to get involved.
More teens are having
Coverage from
Oops. Okay, now I want to find that that news that news article, or I guess news report.
People Magazine, The Mirror, Washington Post, Fortune, and many, many, many more.
Well, those
That's
are
when
actual
things really
places,
started
so
to
yeah.
spread out into the streets. People made posters, signs, and t-shirts. And they even started visiting the restaurant just to ask about Brad's wife.
Who's Brad?
Well, Brad's not important, but his wife, they fired her after 11
Who cares about Brad?
years of service.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
After
okay.
11 years. On his birthday.
Is that, I heard about that. That
Yep.
was terrible.
Yeah, and now there's a wait time in here.
How long?
Oh, it's a long time. Because Brad's wife isn't here.
Brad could see that things were spiraling out of control. He called on the troops not to harass the local chain. The firing was a
All right, let's face it. Anytime you say that, anytime, like this is a perfect example. If you're a big YouTuber, especially, anytime you tell your subscribers not to harass anyone, they're gonna go do it automatically. You can say it, but it doesn't matter. If you're a bigger YouTuber, especially if you get like 50,000 plus, you're gonna have some parasocial whack job on your channel who will go out of their way to ruin another YouTuber you have beef with, and that's why the drama channels are literal dumpster fires at all times. There's just never a day when it's just nothing going on. There's always some insanity, and it's usually between 20 people. And there are hundreds of thousands of followers who all hate each other, apparently. Or just love to see things burn. You know, the usual.
corporate decision. Good morning. I still have not heard from said company, but I would like everyone to remember that some very good people work for them. So if you want answers, please direct questions to the Home Office. They're the ones who fired my wife.
Okay, then this is definitely sounding like a fake a fake scam because it wouldn't be the home office really unless she actually worked in the main office, which it sounded like from the first one. It was just some random Cracker Barrel in town. So it sounds like this was like just a joke thing that spiraled out of control.
But it did little to temper things down.
You
Yeah,
fire
people are crazy.
bradswife, you shall be on fire.
So in all this time, Brad still hadn't heard back from the company, and we feared that we'd never get answers. But one smooth talker succeeded in getting a few details by pretending to be a manager from the corporate office.
I got this email from my boss today stating something about Brad's wife. Do you know her personally?
Yes, sir. She was my boss.
And that's when she spilled the beans.
Interesting.
I think it was she was kind of a softie, sir.
Now, from here we could have just called it a day. But here's the thing about boomer humor. They don't know how to let a joke go.
Yeah.
When something is funny, it remains funny to them for years. And that doesn't spell good news for Cracker Barrel's social media. So, that's what the future holds for Cracker Barrel. Years more of hashtag Brad's wife. But what about for poor Nanette? Well, there's good news. It turns out that a lot of those offers by other businesses to hire Brad's wife weren't entirely sarcastic. 11 years of service? Come on in for an interview. Dozens and dozens of real offers started rolling in.
Interesting.
Suddenly, Brad's wife had her pick, and she could work pretty much anywhere she wanted. And that, roughly speaking, is where the story ends. You can still visit Cracker Barrel today, and the top comment will still be some dumb shit about firing Brad's wife.
Probably. I want to know if this person was even real.
But that doesn't matter, because better than an answer, Brad got his wife a new job,
Stock photo.
and this old boy could finally rest. The storm
Excuse me.
had passed.
Is this like Real Estate Tycoon?
Ad time. You go to log into your internet.
So, oh, geez. That was an interesting video from the Internet Historian. I really don't know if this is real. I this just sounds like yeah, it's a real Facebook post, but it just sounds like someone created this as a joke. And it just spiraled way out of control. Jeez. Yeah, no, that's some weird history there. Why? Why does it even matter? Okay. Anyway, I guess that was interesting. I don't really like that one as much, just because there was no real conclusion of anything, no real facts that were really proven. Internet historians really good about that a lot. So this just seems like some crazy thing that popped up in their feed sometime, and they're like, "All right, fine, I'll do it." Anyway, have a good day, everyone.